All right, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. I'm kind of rebuilding something that I used to do, which was whatever Wednesday. So I play whatever I want on Wednesdays and record it and put it out there. I've been looking at Fortune and Glory for a long time. I've got this plus one expansion. I just got the Treasure Hunter or the Treasure Hunt expansion. Yeah, Treasure Hunters expansion, um, which added a bunch of cards. It's a huge box for not a whole lot in there. Didn't need to have that whole box to go through. So basically, we're gonna go through and play this and just have some fun. It's a fun kind of dice chucking game altogether. So it'll be a good time. Um, so what I've done is I've set up. We're going to do the mob is going to be our arch villain, and so that's kind of cool. So our three characters that we will be playing with. First is Alexander Cartwright. Yep. So reclusive novelist, and he starts in Rio, so he's all the way down here. So we've got Alexander Cartwright. That's one of ours. Another one we have is Jake Zane. He is the flying ace, and he starts in San Francisco, so he's all the way up here. I chose him with just the rifle. So there we go. And no, I don't paint my minis because, yeah, I just don't have time for that. And it's not my thing to do. And then we have Sharon Hunter, the daring photographer, and she starts in New York. So this is Sharon. All right. So those are the three people that we're going to be starting with. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here so you can see a couple of things. First of all, let's take a look at our fortunes, our treasures, and things like that. So we have the City of the Lost Souls, and that started out in Antarctica. Down here, we have the Helmet of the Sacred Stone, and that is in the Heartlands. We have the Book of Poseidon, which is in the Devil's Reach down in South America, and the Shield of Doom, which is all the way up in Siberia. So we've got that. Since we have three characters, we have two villains. The first one is Vanessa Love. Vanessa Love started out in the City of the Lost Souls, so they're in Antarctica. And we have Joey Smiles, who is not out yet, but he will be soon. All right, so let's go ahead and get back out to here. And we'll be all set to go. So basically, the mob has two types of outposts, an HQ and a hideout. There's only one mob HQ, and that's in Chicago. But there can be several hideouts. We do have another hideout. They start off with one hideout, and it is out here in the Himalayas. So we have the Himalayas. So the way I have it set up on the side over here is I have Andrew Cartwright, and then Jake Zane, and then Sharon Hunter. So red, white, and blue. So Alexander Cartwright, Jake, and then Sharon. So let's go ahead and roll these. So red, white, and blue. So basically what's going to happen is Sharon Hunter is going to be our first player. So now we're going to roll for movement. So let's see. So yeah. So the way I put it, are you kidding me? Okay, I got to show you guys this. I'm going to pull this over so you guys can see this. So they rolled exactly the same numbers here so that's the initiative and that's the movement. Oh geez, that's going to be fun. All right, so first one we're going to do is, and that's the funny part about it, is that first we're going to go do Sharon Hunter. Since Sharon is first, oh, by the way, what we need, I also need to talk about, so how we win with this. So since we have um, three characters, come on, focus. There we go. We need 30 fortune to win. And the villain track cannot get past 15. So if it gets past 15, I leave. So what I'm going to end up doing is Sharon is going to go move into the Heartlands and is going to basically go for the Sacred Stone, the heart of the helmet of the Sacred Stone with that one. All right, so movement, and then we'll just go in order here. So then Jake Zane, he's got movement of 4, and Jake started in San Francisco. I think what we're going to end up doing is trying to get up to Siberia with Jake. So just a little bit here. So he is going to go 1, 2. That's the same. 3, 4. And then if you notice North Pacific, 5. So, oh, he only has 4. So he's going to be stuck in the North Pacific. So there we go. And then finally, we're going to do Andrew Cartwright. He is down here. He is in Rio. I want him to get here, but he's going to move out into the Amazon jungle. So fortunately, he cannot get here. Adventure phase. So what we're going to do, starting with the first player, then clockwise, each hero interacts with its space, city, or adventure they are in. So first one, of course, we go back to Sharon. So we'll go up to Sharon up to here. So she is going to interact with the helmet of the Sacred Stone, which needs 3 dangers to get. So we're going to go ahead and here's the danger deck. So we're going to pull. I'm just going to pull from the middle. So the first one is gambling den. Okay. You found yourself in a smoky back alley gambling den. It is a high-stakes game of cards. What could possibly go wrong? Choose a number between 1 and 6, and roll a dice equal to your cunning. So her cunning is 3. If any of the dice who rolled that number the danger is passed. If not, failures, and you go to cliffhangers. And when you go to cliffhangers, you take it over. So let's put this right here. So we are going to choose. You know what? I can't roll 6s worth a damn. So we're going to roll 6. We're going to choose 6. Now her cunning is 3. So how does that look? Yep. Cunning is 3. Right? Yep. Her cunning is 3. So we've got our dice here. So we're going to roll them. And we don't want any 6s. So far so good. And good. Okay. So that is good. That danger has been completed. So she's going to end up getting. Yep. She's going to end up getting 2 glory, but we're going to put this to the side. And we're going to pull another danger out. So this one is the ransacked room. All right, someone has torn your place apart, and they were obviously looking for something. So to determine what they were after and if they found it, cunning 5+, then we need 2 dice. So let's go ahead. We're going to do that. A little bit more. Yep, there we go. So Sarah actually starts, I forgot, with 1 ally. And they're all +1 loyalty. So we have, this is the starting one. We have a burglar. So you, okay. So she gets an agility +1, which is not going to help her in this one. It costs you one less movement to enter a sea space, minimum of one, and flying between cities costs you one less fortune than it normally. Okay, so I don't know if we're going to do much flying, but that's it. Okay, so cunning, again, 3 dice. And yep, we need 2 5s. 5s or 6s, and I need 2 of them. Got none. All right, I was looking. I got no successes. So, because I got no successes, this will go to a cliffhanger, and then she is stopped right there. Now she does have one success on the or 1 danger. Yeah, she's got 1 danger on here, but she'll have the cliffhanger. So this is where she is going to end up stopping for right now because she's got a cliffhanger. All right. Now I see why some people use the other one. So let's zoom back out. And then let's head on to who would be next. Jake Zane. And so he is in the Amazon jungle. All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll a dice for Jake Zane here. Jake Zane. So on a 4, 5, or 6, we draw an event. On 2, 3, it's uneventful. On 1, you are attacked while traveling. Draw an enemy. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll his white dice. He got a 3, uneventful, no effect. So nothing happens to him. So now let's go ahead. We're going to go over to, then we're going to go to Alexander Cartwright. We're going to roll his movement dice to see what happens there. 5, so he does get an event card. So, right, so he does get an event card. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what his event is. Okay, so his event, too close. Play to force a test just rolled and immediately re-rolled. This may be used on yourself, another hero, or a villain. Okay, so we save this one. And we will need to force that. So, okay. So, let's go ahead and zoom back out. And now we are onto the villain phase. So we're going to draw a villain event. I have the cards over here. So, villain event. Surge of Darkness. Okay. All villains immediately take an extra villain adventure step outside of the normal turn. Move the villain track 1 step. Okay, well, that sucks. So we are at 1 on the villain. And they get to do the adventure step. Well, that's horrible. The villain in the villain phase, each turn, every villain currently on the board will actually get to adventure and work towards recovering an artifact for himself. For each villain that is currently on an artifact, which Vanessa is, roll the number of adventure dice equal to that search skill. Okay, so Vanessa has a search of 4, so she's going to roll 4 dice. For every 4, 5, and 6, they get that many danger markers. And fortune if at a temple. However, for every roll of 1, they take a wound, ignoring defense. Okay, so we're going to roll these. So she's going to get 2 of the fortune out of this. So she gets 2 fortune. And then we'll put 3 back down here. Okay, now the temples, I believe, and a 1, so she does get a wound. Kind of appreciate that. She'll take a wound. She does have some stuff, so we'll make sure. Okay, so we need to roll for collapse. It's a danger level of 4, so we're going to roll 4 dice, and on a 1 or 2, it gets collapse. Yeah, it gets 2 collapse markers. Okay, so 2 collapse markers here. So I'm going to put them on the Temple of the City here. Okay, and then so the other one, so Joey Smiles will actually get to go to. It's either going to be the shield or the helmet. Okay, so the shield or the helmet. We're going to go with the helmet because it is 5, and then so that one is actually here. Okay, so he is going to move to the helmet. So that was the extra one here. So now, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Or go ahead and put this up this way. Okay, so now we go back to the normal phase. So the outpost phase. All right, so Mob HQ. So during the outpost step of the villain phase, roll a d6 for the Mob HQ. On a 4, 5, and 6, place a monster thug figure in a random city on the board. Okay, so let's roll. The outpost, it's a 3, so nothing there. Okay, and now hideouts. During the outpost step, the villain phase, each hideout on the board generates 1 fortune for the villains through its illegal operation of money laundering and racketeering. Okay, so the villains get a fortune. Okay, so I just put that over here. All right, and then so now we do the adventure step again. So basically, we will start here. Okay, so she gets 4 dice because she's going searching. She gets 3 more and no wounds, so she gets these 3. She's got 5. Now she does need to roll for collapse. There's already 2 collapse tokens, so on 1 more collapse token. 1 more and it collapses. Okay. All right, so then we go up here. Take a look at something. All right, so this is where I was a little curious on this one. So because we have a hero here in the Heartlands, move that up here. We have a hero up here. First, one other thing real quick that I'm going to do is the mobsters have, for every 3 fortune they get, they have to move this thing. So they've scored 6 fortune, so they're moved up to 3, which is not a good thing. Remember, that can't hit 15. If they do, we lose. Okay, so here's what I was looking for. Roll the number of venture dice equal to their search skill. So Joyce Mouse has a 5 search skill, but -1 for each hero in their space. So he'll only roll 4 dice instead of. So he'll only roll 4 dice instead of 5. So let's go ahead and roll the 4 dice. Oh, geez. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So he actually gets the helmet. Okay, so he actually gets the helmet. I'm going to put the villain track marker moves 2 steps towards when the villain collects on it. So this one's up to 5, which is not good. So, all right. So that was the end phase. So we need to replenish the artifacts. So we get a new. So we get a new artifact here. So let's go ahead and. So we have of power. So what's the artifact? We have the crown of power, and it is going into. Australia. So let's go ahead and we are going to, oops, sorry. We are going to put that here in Australia, not the Outback, in Australia. So if the villain was removed because they recovered an artifact, they go to the basin grid. So he comes back, Joey Smile comes back to the case. All right. So that's what I was looking for. All right, so now we do the end phase. So we check for victory. Nope. Replenish heroes. Nope. Recover. Nope. So we're good to go there. And then we are on to the next turn. So let's go ahead and roll for our initiative again. So red, looks like Jake Zane's going to go first. White and blue in our movement. Okay, so Jake Zane's going to get an event card. So we'll do that here in a minute. So it is going to go red, blue, and white. But so Jake Zane is going to get an event card because he rolled a 1. So here's the event card. Play immediately on any hero, including yourself. That hero may now carry up to 3 more gear than normal and may purchase a common item for 1 glory less than each minimum. 1 is in play. Remains in play. Okay. Oh, he gets, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and put that on Jake Zane. Yeah, we'll put that on Jake Zane since he's the one that drew it with that. All right. So movement. So Jake Zane actually goes first. So he has a movement of 1. Oh no, he started in San Francisco, so he's up here. So yes, he can go to Siberia. Okay, so that's his 1 movement. And then we go to Alexander Cartwright. Started in Rio. He has 5 movement, but we're just moving into here. And then Sharon Hunter is there. I gotta look up something real quick. All right, so I didn't see anything about this, so I think we still have to do she cannot move, so because she's in a cliffhanger. Okay, so now we go back. So that's movement. So now we do the adventure phase. So Alexander Cartwright is first, which he is down here. So let's go ahead and go down here. So he is going for the Book of the Poseidon, and he needs 5. Okay. First danger is Agents of Evil. Okay, so draw a random villain and then add him to the adventure. Okay. Okay, so we need to, let me get the villains out here. Make sure I have just my mob villains here. All right. So here's the mob villains. Okay, we'll just take this one. And it is Michael the Hammer. When searching, he gets wounds on 1 or 2. If he is KO'd in the fight, the hero gains 2 fortune. Ooh. Oh, but he has 8 wounds, so he's gonna be there. So basically, what I'm gonna do with this one is Mickey. So we're just gonna put Mickey down here because he'll be done. All right. Roll a sneak test to get past the villain. If successful, the danger is passed. If discovered, complete any fight rounds and then flip to the cliffhanger. Okay. So sneak. Let's do 5. 5, and then what? Yeah, it is 4. Yep. So it's his 4 search dice. Okay. So it is his 4 search dice, and then hopefully we can get past, or we're going to learn how to fight here. So no 5s. We got a 5. Dang it. Okay, so now we've got to do fights. So let's go ahead and zoom out, and then I will learn how to do a fight. All right, so there's only 1 round of fight. He has 7 dice. Ouch. Yep. Let's see if I got any more. I got at least one more black die in here. Yeah, I got 2 black dice in here. So, yeah. So we're gonna roll. He's gonna roll 7 black dice. 4, 5, 6s are hits. And he has a 3 die. He rolls 3 dice. Okay. So hopefully this doesn't jam up my my dice tower, but we'll see. Okay, so he got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits on me, and I have a defense of 1, so he gets 3 wounds on me. So 1, 2, and 3 wounds. And then I got him 1 hit, but he has a defensive 1. Oh, he has a defensive 0, but he's going to go away anyways. So not a big deal on that one. So there's his. Now he will have to. So that then goes into a cliffhanger, and we will find out the cliffhanger next adventure turn. Yeah. And he is going after the Shield of Doom. So we're going to put this up here like this. The Shield of Doom has 4 danger. So we're going to start here with our first danger. Our first danger is stowaway on a Zeppelin. We can either draw an enemy. We can. His cunning is only 2 and he needs 3 successes. Or we can. Wait, his cunning is still only 2. Or we can draw a Nazi enemy card. And it has to be, if not, keyword not infantry, redraw. Okay, guns may not be used. Okay, yeah, so we can't even get a cunning success. So, well, I guess we could, because we could keep rolling. You keep rolling until you don't succeed. So, but it's 2 cunning, so I could roll 2, get a success or 2 successes, and that is 5+, or I could draw a Nazi enemy. And his combat, so Jake Zane's combat is 4. So let's go ahead and let's do the Nazi enemy first. Okay, so it does have an infantry on it, so fight dice is 4, health is 3, and I don't see any defense. So that's fine. So he gets 4 fight dice, as do I. He doesn't have a defense at all. So we're gonna zoom in here. Oop, wrong way. Okay, we're gonna zoom in here. So let's see here, 4, 5s, and 6s. Okay, I got 1 hit on him. And then he got 2 on me, but it's only 1 because of my health. So 1 wound on him. And ends up being 1 on me as well. Okay, we're going to keep going because this is not a villain, because a villain is only 1 round. Okay, here we go. We're going to go again. This time, okay, so I do get him. Ooh, but he gets me really good. So I do take care of that one. But he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, but only 1. But only -1, so he'll get 3. So that puts me at 4 out of 5 wounds health. Yep. All right. So I get this one right here, so that's good. And I think what I'll end up doing is I will take the glory, and I am going to camp out now because I've only got 1 health left. If you decide to camp down, your adventure phase immediately ends, and you may discard all the danger cards you have overcome this turn and collect their listed glory. You may also fully heal any wounds you might have. Next turn, if you do not move away, you can continue. Yep. So So he keeps the one danger, and he gets to heal up all his rooms because he's going to camp out. All right, I did that slightly out of order, so now we are on to Sharon, and she has to pull an enemy's card to fight. It'll be interesting to see what happens. All right. A deadly cobra, deadly snakes. Okay, so that is who Sharon is going to have to fight. She can sneak. Her agility is 3, and she needs a 1 single 6. Oh, man, yeah, no. We're going to try to sneak. Her agility is 3. Yep. Yep. Her agility is 3. Actually, 4 because of her ally. So she gets 4 dice. We need a 6 because that deadly snake is horrible. Oh, yes, got a snake. I got a 6. Oop. Got a 6. I should have made sure I had that in. All right, so we don't get the glory because we snuck. We do succeed in this one, unfortunately, so she's going to end up getting 4 glory. But unfortunately, 2, 3, 4. Once she got out of the snakes, she comes to find out that Joey Smiles came in and stole the artifact from underneath her. All right, so now we are on to the villain phase. So we draw the villain event. Great. So yeah, we did our adventure. So villain event. Okay, roll once on the Vile Organization's tactic charts, and then move the villain track 1 more. Okay, so the villain track is up to 6, and we need to roll on this. So 1d6. Here we go. 1. A new hideout. Okay. Place a mob hideout in a random city. Okay. So we get another hideout. So where is it going? I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute. Location deck. It is going to Western Europe, which is right here. So Western Europe. Okay. All right. So that's that. Okay, so that's when we use the tactics. Okay, that's great. So the Vile Tactics now, we'll just discard it. I like to put them underneath, and then I'll reshuffle as we go through. That way you know. So then we do the Outpost step. So Outpost. Okay, so we roll to see if we get another Outpost. So let's go ahead and get the D6 right here. 2. Nope. That one is on a 4, 5, or 6. Place a monster thug figure in a random city on the board. So nope, not a 4, 5, or 6. So no thugs out there, which is nice. And then the hideouts will get 1 fortune. So again, I'm going to put it up here because every 3 they get, that makes the track go up. All right, so villain adventure. So we'll start off with ready. So this will be Vanessa Love. She is going to continue on this temple. Oh, she has a search of 4, right? Yeah, search of 4. 2 successes and another wound, because that ignores the defense. Okay, so she's going to get 2 more, which is actually going to end up moving the track up. That makes 3. And then we have 3 left here. But if she gets a collapse, that will be it for... Yep. Yep, so Clav, danger of 4. Collapses are on 1 and 2, if I remember right. 1 or 2 for each 1 or 2 it gets... Okay. This collapses, so it got that. So the City of Lost Souls is now no longer. So we will take these. We'll put this in there. So unfortunately, the Temple of Lost Souls is now collapsed. So she's got to take D6 hits. This could KO her, or she would just go back and heal up. She takes 3 hits. That would KO. So she gets KO'd. So now Joey Smiles will figure out where he's going because he's in the ready state. So it's going to be the Shield of Doom. Really? That's the Book of Poseidon, the Shield of Doom, which is right here. All right. Shield of Doom is where he is. He doesn't get to adventure. He just gets to go there right now. Okay, so that's the adventure step. A new artifact and a new adventure. And I think we're going to call this video. So the adventure is of Shadows. So... And the artifact is the Caverns of Shadow. And so that's there. And where is it going to be located? Where's the Cavern of Shadows going to be located? Okay, location. Go. In the Sahara. So right there, Sahara. Okay. And then heal up. All right, it was a little choppy. Hopefully it all comes out well, and hopefully it works. And we'll talk to everybody later. Bye.